the 6-month plan that separates winners from everyone else. They say success takes years. They're wrong. What if I told you that 6 months of absolute focus can put you light years ahead of the average person? That the difference between the ones who rise and the ones who remain stuck isn't luck, timing, or intelligence, it's execution. Ruthless, daily, intentional execution. And the reason most people never make it? They think change has to be slow, or perfect, or safe. It doesn't. In fact, the truth is uncomfortable. You are always 6 months away from a version of yourself you won't even recognize, for better or for worse. This plan? It's not for the curious. It's for the committed. It's for those who are tired of their own excuses. Tired of watching others win while they settle. It's for those ready to destroy procrastination, eliminate distractions, and rewire their mindset for excellence. No fluff. No hype. Just the real blueprint, built on discipline, mental toughness, clarity, and immediate action. The same principles the top 1% use, and most will never understand. The next 6 months will pass anyway. The only question is, who will you become when they do? 6 months is all it takes. Imagine, for a moment, that your entire life could be redesigned in just 6 months. Not 6 years. Not someday. 6 months of focused, committed, high-performance living. Most people never realize how close they are to total transformation because they're too busy drifting, buried in distractions, routines, and emotional chaos. But time is passing anyway. The real question is, are you using it to evolve, or to escape? Those who understand the value of time don't waste it, not a second. 6 months of discipline, of emotional control, of daily execution, and everything can change. It's not about motivation, that comes and goes. It's about building a mental toughness so sharp that excuses no longer stand a chance. It's about auto-control, about waking up on purpose, moving with clarity, and ending each day with the quiet confidence that you didn't betray your potential. Now imagine looking back 6 months from now and barely recognizing the person you used to be. That's what happens when you combine clarity of goals with a daily routine of relentless focus. When every block of time is used intentionally. When every thought aligns with your mission. But here's the truth, none of this is possible if you're still clinging to the belief that your circumstances are to blame. And that's where the next chapter begins. It starts with ownership. The first real shift, the one that separates the dreamers from the doers, begins with a hard truth. You are where you are because of the choices you've made. Not your parents. Not the economy. Not bad luck. You. And once you accept that, everything changes. Because if your past decisions got you here, then better decisions today can lead you somewhere extraordinary tomorrow. You see, most people spend years waiting for something to save them, timing, opportunity, motivation, a miracle. But ownership? Ownership is a mental revolution. It's what gives you back your power. It says, I may not control everything that happens, but I control how I respond. That's force of will, that's resilience, that's how a true transformation begins, when you stop pointing fingers and start drawing roadmaps. If your finances are a mess, own it, and build a plan to fix it. If your body's out of shape, face it, and structure a fitness routine. If your relationships are suffering, stop blaming others, and learn to lead with emotional intelligence. It's not about guilt, it's about growth. Self-awareness is the birthplace of personal evolution, and ownership is its backbone. Because once you own it, you can change it. And that opens the door to something critical, clarity. Get crystal clear on your goals. Vague goals lead to vague results. That's not philosophy, it's reality. You can't hit a target you haven't defined. Want a better life? Be specific. What does better look like for you, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually? Clarity is power. And until you give your brain a precise mission, it'll keep drifting in circles, chasing whatever feels urgent instead of what truly matters. You don't need 10 goals, you need a few, clearly defined and measurable. Want to improve your health? Don't just say, get in shape, say, lose 8 kilos. Run 5 kilometers without stopping. Sleep 7 hours per night. Stretch daily. Want financial progress? Set a monthly income target or track savings milestones. That's how goals become action. That's how planning becomes execution. It's not magic, it's math. Break it down. Monthly goals. Weekly checkpoints. Daily habits. Create a roadmap so clear, so unavoidable, that even on your worst day, you know what to do next. Keep a planner. Use a whiteboard. Set reminders. Build a vision board. Because without structure, ambition is just noise. And now that you know where you're going, it's time to protect the one thing that will get you there, your time. Control your time ruthlessly. Time is your most valuable resource, more than money, talent, or connections. Yet most people treat it like it's infinite. They wake up without a plan, scroll their mornings away, and wonder why nothing ever changes. If your hours aren't serving your mission, they're serving someone else's. The moment you decide to own your schedule, your life begins to accelerate. Start with structure. Block out time for your non-negotiables, deep work, health, learning, rest. Don't just fit them in, protect them like your future depends on it, because it does. Every distraction you allow, every notification, every useless scroll, is stealing from your vision. And here's the truth, what you tolerate daily becomes your life. If you give time to chaos, you'll live in it. Use tools, calendar apps, timers, boundaries, even digital detoxes. Get organized. Track how you're spending your hours for 1 week and you'll be shocked by the leaks. Plug them. Reclaim them. Your productivity, your focus, your execution, all of it multiplies when you stop negotiating with your time. Because once you command your hours, the next challenge becomes, can you command yourself? Master relentless discipline. Motivation is a liar. It's the friend that shows up late, leaves early, and only calls when things are fun. But discipline? Discipline is the one that stays. It's the muscle you build when no one's watching. When the bed is warm, the day is hard, and your mind screams, not today, that's when discipline steps in and says, we're doing it anyway. That's the real force of transformation. You want results most people will never see? Then do what most people will never do. That means executing even when you don't feel like it. No debating, no bargaining. Winners don't wake up asking, do I feel motivated today? They operate from identity, this is who I am. This is what I do. Discipline is the bridge between vision and reality, between dreaming and achieving. Create a habit loop so tight that it becomes automatic. For example, wake up, hydrate, train, deep work, review. Rinse. Repeat. Your job is to remove thinking from your routine and make execution effortless. Discipline isn't about force, it's about flow. You're not trying to be perfect. You're trying to be consistent. And once that consistency is locked in, it's time to turn up the intensity. Raise your standards. Most people don't fail because they lack potential, they fail because they accept too little from themselves. They say things like, at least I tried, or, I did my best, but deep down, they know, they played it safe. You don't transform your life by aiming for average. You rise by raising the bar, and then refusing to lower it again. Excellence is a habit, not a moment. Look at your current standards. What have you been tolerating that no longer fits the person you're becoming? Late mornings? Missed workouts? Inconsistent effort? Every area of your life is reflecting your standards, in your body, your finances, your mindset, your relationships. If you want to operate at high performance, you must commit to a higher code of conduct, even when no one's looking. Start small, but go deep. If you used to train for 30 minutes, go for 45 with intensity. If you used to write 1 page a day, write 2 with precision. If you used to allow excuses, replace them with execution. Over time, these elevated standards become your new normal. And when the baseline gets higher, guess what rises with it? your belief, your capability, and ultimately, your mindset. Develop an unshakable mindset. When the storms of life come, and they always come, it's not the strongest or smartest who survive. It's the one with the unshakable mindset. The person who refuses to fold under pressure. Who's trained their mind to be stronger than their emotions. Your mind can be your greatest asset or your worst enemy, and most people, they never take the time to train it. But you must. Because your results are a mirror of your internal world. Start by managing your inner dialogue. Replace "I'm tired" with "I'm building endurance." Replace "I'm scared" with "I'm expanding." This isn't delusion, it's mental reconditioning. Champions talk to themselves differently. They program their thoughts with power, not pity. And whenever doubt, fear, or frustration shows up, and it will, they don't negotiate. They reframe. They dominate the dialogue. A strong mind isn't born. It's built, through exposure to discomfort, daily discipline, and constant mental repetition. Want to accelerate it? Practice cold showers. Meditate in silence. Take calculated risks. Push past social fears. Whatever stretches your comfort zone, strengthens your mental core. And once your mind becomes unbreakable, your actions become automatic. And that's when the machine turns on. Relentless execution is everything. Ideas are easy. Plans are everywhere. Talk is cheap. The real separator? Execution. Relentless, daily, no excuse execution. While others are still debating, overthinking, waiting for the perfect time, high performers are already 10 steps ahead, not because they had better ideas, but because they moved fast, consistently, without emotional permission. That's the real secret. You don't need to feel ready to take action, you just need to move. The longer you wait, the more doubt creeps in. The more you plan, the more you hesitate. And the more you hesitate, the less likely you are to start at all. Want momentum? Create it. Get uncomfortable and take massive action before you feel ready. Action fuels clarity. Action kills fear. Action reveals what planning can't. Build, break, adjust, but keep moving. Your dreams don't need more strategy, they need more steps taken. Relentless execution isn't about chaos, it's about commitment to movement. Wake up, lock in, and push forward. Every single day. Even small actions, when stacked, create unstoppable momentum. Think of a rocket, most of the fuel is used just to lift off the ground. Once it's in motion, the resistance drops. You're the rocket. The resistance is real, but only in the beginning. Once you start, you become unstoppable. Now that you have the plan, what will you do with it? Will you let this just be another motivational video that fades in a few hours? Or will you finally draw the line and say, "This is it, I'm done settling"? Because 6 months of your life, just 6, lived with intensity, precision, and purpose, can produce results most people won't see in 6 years. But only if you act. Only if you stop waiting. Only if you decide that your future matters more than your comfort. So let me ask you. What area of your life are you finally going to take ownership of? What will you stop tolerating starting today? What version of you is ready to be built, and when will you begin? Drop your answers in the comments, and if you're serious about this journey, make it public. Commit in front of others. Burn the bridges behind you. And if you want more videos like this, filled with practical strategies and real mental shifts, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and join the community that's walking this path with you. Because you're not alone. But this decision? This next step? It's yours. Now go make it count.